Okay, so here's something weird. You're not watching the Dune trailer anymore. You're watching a stranger in their bedroom watch the Dune trailer. And somehow it just hits different. Reaction channels are everywhere right now. Music, movies, TV shows, even court trials and Twitter drama. Millions of us are choosing to watch other people experience things we could easily find ourselves in 2 seconds. So why does this feel better? Why does watching someone else watch something make us feel less alone? And here's the bigger question. Are reaction channels quickly solving a problem we're too uncomfortable to name? The loneliness epidemic. Let's dive in. Welcome to AIL, where entertainment isn't just what we watch, it's who we are. Reaction content isn't new, but it has exploded in the last few years. During lockdown, huge spike. Post-lockdown, even bigger. And now, in a world where most people work from home, live alone, and spend weekends scrolling instead of socializing, reaction channels are dominating. Search reaction on YouTube right now, and you'll find movie trailer reactions, album first listens, I've never seen this show before, marathons, therapist breakdowns of reality TV, and even courtroom trial reactions. Some of these creators are pulling millions of views per video, and it's not because the content is groundbreaking, it's because we're not watching content anymore. We're watching companionship. There's actually a psychology term for this: co-viewing. According to ScienceDirect.com, co-viewing, the shared experience of watching media together, acts as a crucial mediator in psychological development, particularly in children. It transforms passive viewing into an active social and educational experience by fostering emotional regulation, enhancing cognitive understanding through dialogue, and strengthening parent-child bonds. Humans are wired to experience stories together. Think about it. Watching a horror movie with friends and screaming at jump scares, someone next to you gasping in the theater during a plot twist, looking over at your partner during that scene in a rom-com. We crave shared emotional reactions. Reaction channels stimulate that exact experience. Even though you're physically sitting alone on your couch at 3 p.m. scrolling on your phone, your brain doesn't register it that way. Your brain goes, I'm experiencing this with someone. And that little psychological trick, it's incredibly powerful. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. We live in the most digitally connected era in human history, and yet loneliness rates are at an all-time high. More people are living alone than ever before, dating less, socializing in person less, working remotely with no water cooler talk, losing access to third spaces, cafes, churches, clubs, community centers. Friendship circles are shrinking. Not everyone has a built-in movie buddy. Not everyone has someone to text at midnight and say, yo, did you see that episode? So what happens? Reaction channels fill the gap. They become more than entertainment. They become digital company. Here's what makes reaction videos different from regular YouTube content. They're always shot in bedrooms, filmed on couches, in casual clothes with messy hair, no fancy production at all. Warm lighting, close camera angles, and it feels so personal, unfiltered, real. You're watching someone's face in high definition. You see the exact moment their eyes widen, when they laugh and try to hold it back. The pause, the rewind because they missed something. The genuine tears during an emotional scene. It's like sitting right next to them. And over weeks, months, years of watching the same reactor, you build a familiarity. And familiarity creates comfort. You start to know their sense of humor, their triggers, their tastes. It feels like a friendship, even though it's one-sided. Now here's where people get uncomfortable. You hear parasocial relationship and immediately think, that's sad, that's unhealthy, that's fake. But hold on. Not all parasocial dynamics are toxic. Sometimes they reduce feelings of isolation, can provide a routine and structure, offer emotional validation, and spark real community in the comment section. Scroll down on any reaction video and you'll see, I had that same reaction at that part. Did you catch the Easter egg at 3:42? I knew I'd cry at this scene. You're not just passively consuming, you're participating. You're part of something. And for a lot of people who don't have that in real life right now, that matters. viewers. So I'm gonna be honest here. Prior to making this video, my feelings and thoughts towards reaction channels and content in general, to me, I just believed it was very low effort. And you're seeing that dialogue kind of circulate within YouTube or other platforms as well. You're seeing that kind of being the case, and people are saying that reaction channels equals low effort. Since making this video though, my thoughts have changed because we gotta think about it. Reaction channels are kind of brilliant if you think about it. For starters, you're piggybacking off of a trend with high demand content. It also requires minimal production, creates endless content cycles, and it builds an insanely loyal audience who will keep coming back for more. It's efficient, it's scalable, and it's smart. But more importantly, it fulfills an emotional need. And platforms like YouTube reward content that fulfills emotional needs. High watch times, high engagements, high retention. Reaction videos check all of those boxes because people aren't just watching for information, they're watching to feel less alone. So here's the thing. Maybe reaction channels aren't just low effort content. Maybe they're digital campfires where strangers could gather to share their experience. And maybe in a world where we're more isolated, more remote, more digitally distracted than ever before, watching someone else watch something makes us feel a little bit more human. And that says way more about our culture than it does about the content itself. So the next time you click on a reaction video, ask yourself, are you watching the video or are you watching for the feeling? And honestly, there's no shame in either answer because connection, even parasocial connection, is still connection. And in 2026, we'll take what we can get. If this resonated, drop a comment. Do you watch reaction channels? Who's your go-to? Is this loneliness or am I overthinking it? Hit like for more deep dives, subscribe for psychology, internet culture, and uncomfortable questions. Smash that bell so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next one.